be seated.
Well, it seems like somebody pulled some strings.
Well, I might have made a few calls.
Well, aren't you just full of surprises?
Well, they did receive a perfect health inspection score. As long as brisket stays out of the kitchen, there shouldn't be a problem. All I'm saying is sometimes, perhaps, maybe, rules are made to be bent. And now everybody can go back to the salty breeze.
Marty, you did good. Thank you for making the call.
Oh.
Oops. Oh, sorry, Doc.
That's it. That's it. I'm buying new shoes.
Come on, honey.
I feel better.
Oh, good. I'll hold your hair.
The stories you know, told like never before. Don't miss the 3-week event series, The Faithful Women of the Bible, this Sunday on Fox.
Fox Tuesday.
You and Louisa kissed.
It meant nothing.
You're lying to yourself, buddy.
Best Medicine is all new.
We appear to be having an outbreak of bubonic plague.
You know, sure. Weird kiss with the town doctor. And now the literal plague?
Best Medicine is all new, Tuesday on Fox.
Our names were whispered through time, from generation to generation. Nothing is impossible for God.
Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply.
And Western wear.
Bailey Stroll on Ozarks First. First in news. First for you.
Right now at 9, an exclusive interview. What Greene County Sheriff Jim Arnott is telling Ozarks First after the president tapped him to join the U.S. Marshals. And the war in Iran continuing as the White House pushes more military operations. What the country is doing to secure the Strait of Hormuz and restore the global flow of oil. And then later.
There's not a serious person in this building who thinks a deal is imminent.
The 2-hour lines at the airport are now becoming normal while lawmakers remain at a funding standstill over the Department of Homeland Security. The impact across the nation as the shutdown drags on. Your news at 9 starts right now.
This is Ozarks First News at 9.
So it means a lot to me to be appointed by President Trump.
And great to see you tonight. I'm Mike Landis. You may recall earlier this month we reported that Greene County Sheriff Jim Arnott was nominated to lead the Western District of the U.S. Marshals by President Trump. And tonight Ozarks First Parker Padgett spoke to Arnott in this exclusive interview with his first public comments.
Sheriff Arnott has led the Greene County Sheriff's Office for nearly 20 years. He says this is a role that he's wanted for some time, and it's an honor to be nominated. He tells me he still will be around the Ozarks, continuing his career in law enforcement.
I'm still young enough to be able to get out and do some things and go out and do enforcement on the streets, which I will continue to do like I did as sheriff.
Greene County Sheriff Jim Arnott says it's a dream of his to represent the U.S. Marshals.
I was always interested in the U.S. Marshal role, and then the timing became perfect to where I can move into that.
Arnott was selected for the role by President Donald Trump.
There's a lot of things that the president has done in his first term that I really admired, and I admire him as a leader, and so it means a lot to me to be appointed by President Trump.
There's more that happens behind the scenes before Arnott takes over.
We're kind of at the schedule of the Senate, the United States Senate. There is a group that will now looking through all my information that I submitted.
As far as his replacement, earlier this week we spoke to County Commissioner Bob Dixon about the next steps.
The most important thing to us is we want, as always, a very open and transparent process where everyone knows how it works and that they can observe that.
They've been a great commission. I have no concerns over their ability to pick the right person.
For Arnott, he says he's confident the sheriff's office is in a better place than when he took the reins so many years ago.
I would not leave office if I felt I didn't do the best that I could and get it to where it's a much better place. We've got a new sheriff's office, we've got great equipment, so those things have definitely been a huge plus for us.
As of now, there's no definitive timetable for when Arnott will join the U.S. Marshals, but he tells me the White House has told him that they're hoping for sometime between April and August. We do have more with this story online at ozarksfirst.com. Reporting in Greene County, Parker Paget, Ozarks First.
Thank you, Parker. Meantime, a law enforcement operation resulting in the arrest of 101 people and 85 federal indictments for people across the Ozarks. The United States Department of Justice holding this press conference in Springfield this morning. Operation Spring Cleaning took place over the last 3 days. Key focus areas were the Springfield and Joplin metros, including Greene, Christian, and Jasper counties. Now, a few of the items that law enforcement seized include 141 guns, over 11 pounds of cocaine, and just over 1.5 pounds of fentanyl, as well as over 88 pounds of meth.
The dangerous offenders taken off the street this week are a testament to what federal and local collaboration is when it's at its best.
We are grateful that these persons were located and apprehended safely, thanks to the hard work and dedication of all of the local law enforcement agencies here in Southwest Missouri.
And the full report on the operations results can be found on our website, ozarksfirst.com. And now for our first check of our forecast here at 9:04 with a look over the skies of Springfield. Nice night out there. A lot of folks out there enjoying the evening around the square, going for walks or maybe out to dinner. And we certainly had the ability to get out there and enjoy the outdoors, and we'll have that tomorrow as well, thankfully. We're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner in the Forecast Center. Jamie, one of those days I was looking at my weather app, saw the temperature and thought, do I need to clean my glasses? But I mean, no, it really was that warm out there seeing that temperature.
Yeah, you know, spring officially arrived this morning, but I think you'd be excused if you thought that it was summer that arrived. The only thing that's really saying that it's not summertime is when you look at the trees and how bare they still are. Temperatures today topping out at 88 degrees, falling short of the record of 92, but still incredibly warm. In fact, today was the hottest March day in Springfield since 1929. Herbert Hoover was the president at that time. 67 outside right now. Temperatures in the 70s in other areas. 77 in Joplin at 9 o'clock. 76 down in Harrison. Looking at our forecast for Saturday, the front end of the weekend looking great. Comfy, cool early on. It will be a night where you could leave the windows open, maybe turn on the attic fan. Temperatures warming quickly tomorrow morning. Mid-60s by 9 o'clock. Upper 70s by 11 o'clock. And we'll already be in the 80s, I think, when we hit noon tomorrow. Topping out at about 90 degrees tomorrow afternoon with sunny skies expected from start to finish. Yes, we'll be setting record highs tomorrow, and I think we'll be setting record highs again on Sunday. Mike?
All right, sounds good, Jamie. Well, despite President Trump claiming victory, the Pentagon is now sending 3 more warships and over 2,000 Marines over to the Middle East. Now, according to the U.S. military, the U.S. and Israel have hit 7,000 targets so far in Iran, but the Strait of Hormuz continues to be a problem, essentially shutting down and having been shut down by Iran.
They're doing is clogging up the strait, but from a military standpoint, they're finished.
The U.S. is also getting more support from European allies, with the U.K. now allowing the use of its military bases to strike Iranian targets. Well, as the worst energy crisis in modern history grips Cuba, Russia is now using deceptive shipping tactics to bypass U.S. sanctions and break the embargo. But at a Thursday hearing, the head of the U.S. Southern Command dismissed the idea that the shipment could be a game changer.
I think it's going to deliver any. If it did, it wouldn't have the impact at scale. So that's the only event I'm tracking.
The Treasury Department responded, saying that under U.S. sanctions, the oil could not be offloaded in Cuba as part of President Trump's maximum pressure campaign, in which he referred to, in his own words, taking Cuba earlier this week. We have more news to share with you, so don't forget to follow us on social media, where we have fun videos, interactive stories, and other news from your communities across the Ozarks. And you can find all of it on X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Don't forget to download our news and weather apps and check out ozarksfirst.com. Their exclusive 4-part series continues. Murder on Moon Valley Road, the killing of Cassidy Rainwater, is uncovering new evidence in a case that shook the Ozarks. Part 2 dropped last night, and here's a sneak peek of what you can see now on demand.
A woman gone missing. The discovery of murder and mutilation. marking the beginning of an unraveling for two men accused of the unthinkable.
I'd like to talk to you about a missing girl.
But the answers as to what happened to Cassidy Rainwater would be gathered first from the items and evidence found inside the cabin.
Fair to say that you know Jim Phelps very well.
Yes, which really makes this all shocking.
And later, the conversations his closest friend would soon have with the FBI.
Because you wrote that you had the stones to do something. What was that? I'm just not going to tell you. Well, think of something, because that sounds pretty suspicious to me.
The tense moments of an hours-long interrogation.
I've not lied to you.
I don't think you've lied to me. I think you've omitted something.
I've omitted a lot.
That all lead to a confession.
But the problem is, if I tell you about it, then you're going to put me in handcuffs.
The Ozarks First Plus exclusive continues.
May not be right in most people's eyes, but it was the right thing that needed to be done.
Part 2 of Murder on Moon Valley Road, the killing of Cassidy Rainwater.
That series there airing exclusively on our streaming app called Ozarks First Plus at 8:30 every Thursday. A reminder, this is not available on your phone. This is only for your smart TV. You can download the app for free right now on Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, as well as Roku.
There are not the votes to nuke the filibuster in the United States Senate today.
Coming up, a marathon debate is underway on Capitol Hill as lawmakers tackle several bills on the president's agenda. We're breaking down the latest on the Senate floor. And then later in the show, famed martial artist and Hollywood action star Chuck Norris dying at the age of 86. We're taking a look back at his career and the Hollywood legacy that he leaves behind.
And expecting record highs across the area on Saturday, and record heat will be on repeat for Sunday. And there could be more record highs later next week. More of this very hot forecast coming up.
This is Ozarks First News at 9 with Mike Landis, Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner, and Sports with Dan Lucy. The Ozarks First Sports Report is sponsored by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks.
Not another cold shower. Call Junior's Plumbing now.
Junior's Plumbing installs top quality water heaters. No shortcuts, all required permits. Call Junior's Plumbing today for our low price special on water heater replacements. Don't despair. Junior's there.
Welcome to the Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, I'm Jordan Salisbury, the owner and founder of the Salisbury Real Estate Team and Salisbury Property Management. Born and raised here at Lake of the Ozarks, I've loved growing up here, and I'm now raising my young family here.
I don't see any fish.
I've been selling the lake for almost 20 years, and we specialize in selling and managing lakefront property. So whether you're buying like a local, staying like a local, we want you to live like a local.
Could you imagine walking up to 8 miles a day just to find water?
1,000 children under 5 die every day in Africa due to waterborne illnesses.
WorldServe places wells in the heart of the community where people are living.
We are incredibly blessed here in the Ozarks. This is our chance to turn those blessings into hope. When water is nearby, women and children are safer. They have security and peace.
March 22nd is World Water Day. Please give today. Together we can change lives with clean water.
Life is a series of moments. Some slip by quietly, others stop time. A child's fever, a sharp pain, the quiet wait for test results. In these moments, moments of concern, healing, and comfort, you can count on Cox Health for the medical expertise you trust when it matters most. Cox Health.
Storm damage got you worried? Don't panic. Roofco Pros is serving the local community, protecting homes just like yours. And now, we're offering free roof inspection reports. From repairs to full replacements, we handle it all. We even help you navigate insurance claims with ease. When it matters most, trust the team that builds more than roofs. We build peace of mind. Visit roofcopros.com or call us today to schedule your free inspection report.
What happens when you throw out the script and turn up the fun?
Yes, Tom!
Watch Unscripted weekday mornings on Ozarks First.
Oh, my word!
If If you're planning to fly anytime soon, you might want to pack and head out now because of wait times to get through security, sometimes lasting hours at some major airports. The problem goes back to Washington as the shutdown over Homeland Security drags on and lawmakers disagree on reforms for ICE and Border Patrol.
As the days continue, this is going to continue to get exponentially worse, both in terms of wait times for our passengers across the United States, but also our TSA officers.
And today, the latest vote to reopen the DHS failed again, while lawmakers expected to vote again sometime this weekend. In a rare move, the Senate is working through the weekend to continue debate on an elections bill. Now, all week on the Senate floor, Republican senators are advocating for a bill called the Save America Act, or SAVE. It would require voters to show proof of citizenship, including a birth certificate or passport, when registering to vote in federal elections and having an ID to cast the ballot.
You need a photo ID to see a doctor, stay at a hotel, start a job. It's not too much to ask to require it when you go in to vote.
The SAVE Act says no more vote by mail, no more driver's licenses to register, no registering online or on campus or at church.
No Democrats support the SAVE Act, and even a few Republicans say they're not on board with it. Still, debate is expected to continue into the weekend with a vote on an amendment planned for tomorrow. Well, after months of anticipation, the White House published its long-awaited framework on regulating AI. Now, it includes protecting kids from harmful AI platforms and creating some national standards. The new policy would also call for a hands-off approach to AI regulation, reflecting what the White House is calling a, quote, culture of innovation in America. Leaders on Capitol Hill hope to have the first draft ready by April. Heading to break here for you as we approach 9:15 with a live look over the nice, mostly clear skies here in Springfield. We are still above 70, so certainly a night to enjoy out there on your porch. Nice weekend ahead. Jamie's going to let us know how warm it'll be for you right after this.
Protect your property with expert gutter solutions from Teague Roofing Plus. We install and repair gutters that keep water where it belongs, away from your home or business. Don't wait. Call Teague Roofing Plus today for a free consultation, because every great roof needs a great gutter system. Teague Roofing Plus, we've got you covered.
Looking for your next ride? Come to Pinnaker Honda in Springfield, where selection meets satisfaction. We've got a huge inventory of brand new Hondas and certified pre-owned models, all backed by our trusted quality and unbeatable value. We may buy your car, even if you don't trade. Stop by for an appraisal today. Hurry in to Pinnaker Honda and let our family take care of yours in Springfield, or online at PinnakerHonda.com, where your next Honda is already waiting.
Jamie Johnson, the last Honky Tonk Tour. Friday, May 22nd, the Pavilion at Downstream Casino Resort.
Call up Trudy on the telephone. Send her a letter.
Don't miss the award-winning songwriting master. Get tickets now, online at Downstream Casino Resort or at the Heckathon Gift Shop. Jamie Johnson Live.
Camping is legal. Camping in a store is not. Painting is legal. Painting your neighbor's car? Not so much. Fishing is legal. Fishing in a pool? You get the idea. Where you do something matters. Yes, drinking is legal. Getting high is legal. But being drunk or high behind the wheel is against the law. And it's dangerous. So always plan a sober ride.
Hey, Dad. That kind of looks like our car.
Wait a minute. It is our car.
Honey, we're good. That's why we chose auto owners. We worked with our agent to get the right coverage so that when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered.
Huh. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-America Specialty Markets in Lee Summit, O'Fallon, and Springfield if auto owners make sense for you.
When your alarm goes off, Daybreak is on with your first look at the top stories, weather, traffic, and more with Carissa Cordell and Tom Schmidt. The first thing you need, first thing in the morning. Daybreak on Ozarks First.
Right now, you're probably trying to get together those outdoor plans for this upcoming weekend. Are you going to go camping, maybe boating? maybe floating, trying to think of some summertime type activities, because that's the kind of weather that we're going to have through this upcoming weekend. It was a sun-filled, very hot March day across the area today, and we're going to find another one tomorrow. Quiet weather pattern, just some high clouds spilling across our skies. Showers on the East Coast, rain moving across the northeastern United States. That's tied to a cold front that is slipping past our area quietly. And when I say slipping past, it's not moving through, it's literally slipping past our area, missing our area. There will be another cold front showing up on the map, though, by tomorrow afternoon in the upper Midwest, and that one will make its way through the area on Sunday. But ahead of that front, we've got this unimpeded flow pipeline of summer air that continues to blow right out of the southwestern U.S. and Texas and into our area. And because it's uninterrupted, each day is getting warmer and warmer and warmer. Yesterday it was low 80s. Today it was upper 80s. Tomorrow it's going to be 90, and I think we're going to be back up near 90 in a lot of spots again on Sunday, even with a cold front moving in during the afternoon, because it looks like there's going to be plenty of time for temperatures to climb quickly again on Sunday back to record levels in much of the area. Now, by the end of the day, as the cold front is pressing south of I-44, look for things to turn windier behind the front, also cooler. Not sharply colder like we experienced this past Sunday, but cooler as we work into Sunday evening. In fact, this contrast in temperatures will lead to some thunderstorm chances, not locally in our area, but just to the east across Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, into Kentucky, a chance for some severe weather. Looks like probably hail would be the most likely outcome out of those thunderstorms. Looking at conditions overnight tonight, again, a warm, quiet evening, giving way to a comfy, cool start to our Saturday. We'll find sunny skies from start to finish. I think Saturday is a carbon copy of today, just a little bit hotter. And then as we get into Saturday night, a beautiful night across the area. Temperatures remaining clear, and temperatures only falling into the 60s for lows. So, you know, we're starting off at a very high level Sunday morning, and then temperatures will climb quickly with mostly sunny skies in the morning. During the afternoon, we'll find cloud cover increasing from north to south in the wake of that cold front. Looks like about 55 for a morning low on Saturday, with afternoon highs in most areas hitting 90. Expecting 90 degrees in Springfield, which would beat the old record high of 88 set back in 1916. Looks like we'll tie the record high in Joplin. Looks like we'll set record highs in West Plains, Vichy, and Harrison, Arkansas. And when I say set, I mean we're blowing the old record highs out of the water with this heat that we've got on Saturday. And then on Sunday, highs in the upper 80s north, feeling some of the influence of that cold front coming in, to low 90s across northern Arkansas. Should be enough time for temperatures to climb to about 88 in Springfield, which would tie the record high of 88 set back in 1907. I mean, we're tying and beating long-standing records. That just is a testament of the, really unique quality of this heat that we're finding going into this upcoming weekend. Now, on the other side of that front, other side of the weekend, we will find cooler weather to start next week. And I think there's going to be some clouds moving in on Monday. They should be on the way out by Tuesday. But with this warm air that's moving in now, so close by to start next week, it's going to be very easy for it to move back in. And when it moves back in, guess what? It's record heat on repeat. Take a look at this 7-day forecast. Looks like highs around 60 on Monday, near 70 on Tuesday, and then low 80s again on Wednesday, and I think mid to upper 80s on Thursday. The air mass on Thursday looks very similar to what we've got right now. So there's no reason to believe that we can't get to those same levels. And yes, that would set new record highs on that day.
Yeah, going later on next Friday, a week from now, 58 is going to seem kind of cool, but I'm sure we can manage that after having all these 80 and 90 degree days.
And even though it is cooler to close out next week, I see warmer weather returning for the back end of that weekend and into the last days of March.
Keep it coming. All right, thank you very much, Jamie. Well, legendary action star of the big and small screen and famed martial artist Chuck Norris has died. Tonight, Ashley Dvorkin takes a look back at his big career.
Actor and action star Chuck Norris has died at the age of 86. A statement from his family Friday said in part, "While we would like to keep the circumstances private, please know that he was surrounded by his family and was at peace." They added, "To the world, he was a martial artist, actor, and a symbol of strength. To us, he was a devoted husband, a loving father and grandfather, an incredible brother, and the heart of our family." Norris began his martial arts training when he joined the Air Force in 1958 and was sent to Korea. He later founded the United Fighting Arts Federation and created his own style. He became a 6-time undefeated world professional middleweight karate champion. After training celebrities, including Steve McQueen, he stepped in front of the camera. In 1972, he shared the screen with Bruce Lee in The Way of the Dragon. His more than 20 movie credits include Missing in Action, The Delta Force, and Sidekicks.
I'm tougher.
In 1993, he debuted his most well-known role, Walker, Texas Ranger. The series ran for 9 seasons. In 2010, then-Governor Rick Perry awarded Norris the title of Honorary Texas Ranger, and the Texas Senate later named him an Honorary Texan. Norris became a legend in memes when he gained viral fame with Chuck Norris Facts. Joining in on the trend, he put together the official Chuck Norris Fact Book with his favorites. As an author, he also wrote books on martial arts, politics, his Christian faith, and a memoir. Chuck Norris is survived by his wife and his 5 children. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
A legacy there. Coming up, a tragic outcome for a University of Alabama student who went missing while in Spain. We have the details on the investigation into his death right after this.
The Ozarks First Storm Tracker, sponsored by Multiply Credit Union.
In the era of AI, the world needs real. Real hands, real heart, real skill. At Midwest Technical Institute, you'll learn to build, repair, and care. You'll gain skills that matter, skills that can't be replaced by AI. Trade up to purpose. Trade up to possibility. Trade up to trade school. Learn more at midwesttech.edu.
Pollen in your way?
Allergies on a hike? Great. Plus, the risk of brain fog. But we've got Allegra.
Allegra delivers fast, powerful allergy relief with no brain fog due to drowsiness. Try now Allegra. It's a no-brainer.
I got some ideas.
Okay. Time out? No. Time in.
I feel like mascots should affect the over-under.
Ooh. Betting in space?
New customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bets don't win.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Wow.
Awesome. Cool. Sweet. Nice.
Hey! I like your dress.
You look pretty.
No, you look pretty.
No, you look pretty.
No, you...
Get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on the 2026 Tundra with $2,000 TFS APR cash. Visit your local Toyota dealer and save bucks on trucks.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Leaky pipes, clogged drains, toilet or water heater troubles, all could be signs of bigger problems. Junior's Plumbing, your residential plumbing experts, are here to help. Fast, honest, and reliable service at reasonable prices. Always done right the first time. From drips to disasters, we fix it all. We're also offering low price specials on water heater replacements. Call Junior's Plumbing today or scan the toilet. Don't despair. Junior's there.
Thanks, Junior's Plumbing.
See why everyone is talking about racing's newest stars. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, Saturday at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific.
Watch Ozarks First, live on your TV with exclusive originals.
The coolest thing ever. You're hearing this first on Ozarks First.
Ozarks First. First in news, first for you. Download the Ozarks First Plus streaming TV app free today.
There's been a tragic outcome for a University of Alabama student who went missing earlier this week off the coast of Spain. Police finding the body of Jimmy Gracie just 2 days after the 20-year-old went missing while on spring break. Gracie was visiting Barcelona with friends when he was separated from his group after visiting a nightclub. Investigators say they do not believe foul play was involved.
You keep thinking that you're going to wake up from this and it's just a terrible nightmare. You know, you see people say this all the time. You never thought it could be our family, and here we are.
The families asked for prayers and privacy while police say their investigation is still ongoing. Well, statues, monuments, and tributes to the late labor leader Cesar Chavez continue to come down across the country. This all following disturbing allegations of sexual child abuse. Chip Yost reports on the details over that fallout.
Here on the campus at Santa Ana College, the Cesar Chavez Business and Computer Center now has Cesar Chavez's name boarded over, and inside, where 2 murals and a painting of Chavez were displayed, those 2 have now been covered up.
It was a directive from our president to cover it. She had heard about the statements that came out, especially from Dolores Huerta, and just to stand with the victims and hold ourselves accountable, we decided to cover up all the murals, cover up the plaques outside to show our students and our community that we stand with the victims.
All over Southern California and the rest of the country, similar scenes are playing out as more and more organizations try and distance themselves from the late farm workers' rights leader, who, just a week ago, was still considered an icon in the labor movement. Everything changed as accusations of sexual abuse by Chavez that were detailed in a New York Times article started to circulate. One place his name was still found Friday morning was at Cesar Chavez Elementary School in El Sereno, but at least one parent is already preparing for that to change too.
I mean, I have no words yet. I don't even know how to say it. I mean, it's just that devastating. I mean, if not just for kids, but for a community, for everybody, what we stand for, you know.
Still ahead here in our second half hour, as the White House moves to dismantle the Department of Education, student loan oversight is moving departments. Who's handling the loan portfolio now? When your News at 9 returns.
Carissa Cordell, weekday mornings on Ozarks First.
It's tax refund time, and that's Auto by Rent's biggest sale of the year. We're going to double your down payment up to $2,500. Plus, we tag and license your car and pay your sales tax to save you hundreds. We're Auto by Rent, and you're approved.
News Nation Thursday.
You think it's smart to give people money to buy heroin?
What's happening in one of America's greatest cities?
I get $620 a month, dude.
Drug addiction, homelessness, mental illness, violent crime.
Police didn't even bother arresting people anymore for a huge number of crimes.
It's just insane.
And who's really to blame?
I hate to do it, but the truth has to be told.
The Decline and Fall of San Francisco, a Bill O'Reilly special. Thursday at 9/8 Central, only on News Nation.
Big test, big game, big deadline. When it's a big deal, you lock in. And this is a really big deal. Get Mediacom fiber-powered 1 gig internet for $50 a month for 3 years. Plus Eero Wi-Fi and equipment, all included. Lock in speed, lock in price, lock in gig. For just $50 a month for 3 years. No hesitation, no bill shock. Call 844-EXTREME2 today.
Every day, we push harder, train longer, prepare to be more on the field, the court, and the diamond. At Multiply Credit Union, we believe in that same drive. We're here to help our members grow together, live fully, and be more in every stage of life. Multiply Credit Union, proud to be the official credit union of Mizzou Athletics.
Watch the Rabbit Hole Report on Ozarks First Plus.
What kind of things do scare you?
What a sissy, Mary.
Download the app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device.
We're ready for baseball, and off we
go. Ready for another car, but maybe have bad credit or no credit at all? At Auto by Rent, we don't even check your credit. We warranty every car we sell. Check our inventory at autobyrent.com and we'll double your down payment. We're Auto by Rent, and you're approved.
And welcome back here for our second half hour. I'm Mike Landis with some of the top stories we're covering for you here tonight on Ozarks First. More U.S. warships are heading to the Middle East tonight, with about 4,500 more U.S. sailors and Marines leaving California on Wednesday. This move follows a ramped-up effort to reopen the Strait of Hormuz and restore the global flow of oil. The U.S. is getting more support from European allies. UK now allowing the U.S. to use its military bases to strike Iranian targets threatening the Straits. Back here in the States, the Senate debate on the election security bill called the Save America Act is expected to continue into this weekend. Republicans say the bill is about protecting the integrity of U.S. elections, but Democrats argue it could make it harder for millions of Americans to cast their votes. A vote on the amendment is planned for tomorrow.
So it means a lot to me to be appointed by President Trump.
Greene County Sheriff Jim Arnott there, speaking to Ozarks First exclusively in his first public comments since President Trump tapped him to lead the Western District of the U.S. Marshals. Now, when confirmed, Sheriff Arnott will join the other 95 U.S. Marshals throughout the country. It's the oldest law enforcement agency in the U.S., and it's a role that's given Arnott another chapter in his law enforcement career.
I was always interested in the U.S. Marshal role. And then the timing became perfect to where I can move into that.
Arnott says the White House told him the hope is to have the transition complete between April and August. We have more information and other details from Commissioner Bob Dixon on the county selection process with this story and others on our website, ozarksfirst.com. Time now for our first forecast here at 9:30. Jamie, a very nice day across the Ozarks. It didn't seem like it was that many weeks ago when we were in winter talking about, oh, spring is early, and now are we in summer already? It feels like
it was 28 on Monday.
Yeah, exactly.
28 was the high on Monday.
And now look where we're at.
And today it was 88. We didn't set a record. We didn't set a record in Joplin where they hit 90 degrees, but we did set record highs in other places. West Plains, a new record high today, 86. Vichy, 87. Harrison, Arkansas, 91 this afternoon. And now that the sun is set, temperatures are cooling and it feels so good outside. It's not humid, but the temperatures are still feeling real nice. It's in the 60s and 70s, 76 currently in Harrison, Arkansas. For tomorrow, we do this all over again. Sunny skies. The difference tomorrow over today is it's going to be even a little bit hotter than it was today. We get, I think, up to 80 by noon. I think we're in the mid-80s by 1 o'clock, and I think we're up around 90 degrees around 3 to 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And it's Saturday. This may have you wanting to maybe dip your toes in the lake, or maybe dip your toes in that kiddie pool that maybe you get out for your patio. Looking at our forecast for this weekend, more record highs likely to fall on Sunday. This is a very quiet weather pattern. Coming up, we'll talk about when that may change, and also more record heat that we'll find later next week. Mike?
All right, thank you, Jamie. 1 year after President Trump called for the Department of Education to close, his administration is taking another big step toward dismantling it. Today, the Treasury Department announced the Treasury itself will now be managing student loans whose borrowers are in default and eventually take over the full loan portfolio.
We had is a whole system of people not repaying their loans. On the FAFSA form, we rely on information relative to, financial information, IRS information, and so it comes much more quickly from Treasury.
It comes as the Department of Education has been transferring much of its work to other agencies in an attempt to convince Congress it's no longer needed. We have more news to share with you, so don't forget to follow us on social media, where we have fun videos and interactive stories from all across the Ozarks for you to check out. And you can find it on X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And don't forget to download our apps and check out our website, ozarksfirst.com. And don't forget to download our new CTV app for your television. It's called Ozarks First Plus. And we have 6 shows hosted by Ozarks First personalities, with a couple more on the way, so stay tuned for those. Here's a clip from today's episode of Two Dudes and a Doppler with meteorologists Matt and Jamie.
Jamie, we're looking at the forecast today, and we're going, could it hit 90 degrees? That's the question we're having to ask. We're going, is it going to hit 90 degrees in March?
Yeah, it is a special March pattern. We're looking at temperatures at levels in the month of March that we haven't seen literally in decades. And I think in the case of Springfield, I think it's going to be the warmest weather in March since 1929.
last time that we had a setup just like that, where we're transitioning out of one and into another. 2023 and 2009. Those were 2 years that we had a very similar setup. March got off to an active start. They got into April. They got into May. Things slowed back down, and then they saw another kind of spike at June. So the activity was bookends, where they had some tornadoes at the start, some tornadoes at the end. Not really
Not
too
a whole
much.
lot in between.
They had a tornado. There was tornadoes in April. There was tornadoes in May, but just not a whole lot. It kind of tapered off.
And I think, I mean, let's look back at the last couple of springs. I mean, I feel like the last 2 spring severe weather seasons have been on steroids.
And you can download Ozarks First Plus for your smart TV right now. Plenty to check out there. Up next, NASCAR will be having a triple header of racing at the track Too Tough to Tame. We are previewing the big weekend ahead as some big Hall of Famer guests make their way to the historic raceway right after this.
The complete case file, the taped confession, only on Ozarks First Plus.
For a quick morning win, stop by McDonald's. Mix and match your favorite breakfast sandwiches, 2 for $5. Get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles and a savory sausage McMuffin with egg. 2 tasty ways to win your day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Storm damage got you worried? Don't panic. Roofco Pros is serving the local community, protecting homes just like yours. And now, we're offering free roof inspection reports. From repairs to full replacements, we handle it all. We even help you navigate insurance claims with ease. When it matters most, trust the team that builds more than roofs. We build peace of mind. Visit roofcopros.com or call us today to schedule your free inspection report.
Born with power, tested by time. It's Ford Truck Month. Woo! And this is Ford F-150, part of F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years straight. Hop in and drive the Stampede.
Get $7,250 cash or 0% for 60 with 0 down and no payments for 90 days, plus $1,000 cash on F-150.
Get to Ford Truck Month.
Here at Ozarks First, we're honoring remarkable women who make a difference in our communities all across the Ozarks. Tune in to our evening news on March 24th to hear about one of our 2026 finalists, Casey Cox.
Boom.
Bang! Count it.
Oh, what? Let's get that out of here.
Bucket. Bucket.
New customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bets don't win.
Welcome to the Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, I'm Jordan Salisbury, the owner and founder of the Salisbury Real Estate Team and Salisbury Property Management. Born and raised here at Lake of the Ozarks, I've loved growing up here, and I'm now raising my young family here.
I don't see any fish.
I've been selling the lake for almost 20 years, and we specialize in selling and managing lakefront property. So whether you're buying like a local, staying like a local, we want you to live like a local.
Is it bad? I just want a bear to take me out.
Things are about to get crazy.
Bro, wake up!
Monday on Ozarks First, Fox 49.
And here's a look over the Darlington Raceway out in South Carolina, where NASCAR drivers are gearing up ahead of their big weekend there out east. The historic raceway has been home to NASCAR since 1950, with several legends taking to the tracks. And this weekend race is not to be any different for them. Hall of Famers Mark Martin, Kurt Busch, Harry Grant, and others plan to be there. And veteran Joey Logano will also partake in the fun. Now, he won this event back in 2022, and since then he has not had the same success returning to South Carolina. That includes the Southern 500. We asked him what makes this egg-shaped track hard to figure out for the drivers.
You know, it's not one of those places you ever feel comfortable, if I'm being honest, because you're constantly chasing the car, the laps, wear tires out so quickly that, you know, what you did the lap before, if you replicate it, you hit the wall because the tires fall off. So you got to, you know, always be adjusting every lap and trying to, you know, figure out where that edge is.
And he went on to add that racing on this raceway will be against the wall each lap, thus earning those Darlington stripes. The Goodyear 400 will begin this Sunday at 3 p.m.
And speaking of racing, I feel like temperatures have been racing higher and higher and higher as every day goes by this week. I think we cap it off tomorrow. Tomorrow looks to be the hottest day out of the stretch, with most areas hitting 90. More on that coming up.
Chef Daniel is back from Italy with amazing new flavors. At Salvatore's in Ozark, enjoy authentic Italian dishes made from scratch, including our famous homemade pasta and savory gluten-free sauces. We've combined your Ozark favorites with exciting Italian inspirations. From raviolis to baked pastas, everyone will find something to love. Experience Italy in Ozark at freshsalvatores.com.
Once upon a time, there was a big house that had a little leak in the crawl space. A man from a national company told the lady her house was in danger of falling down. He pressured her and said the house should be condemned and it would cost a lot of money. Luckily, the lady called the Smells Brothers. They came and gave her an honest estimate and the problem was fixed.
If you've been thinking your house may be sinking, get a Smouse under your house.
Major League Fishing is coming to Springfield, Missouri. Get ready for Red Crest, the ultimate bass fishing championship and outdoor sports expo, April 17th through 19th at the granddaddy of all Bass Pro Shops. Experience the free Red Crest Expo as the world's best anglers compete on Tampa Rock Lake. Explore the hottest gear, exclusive deals, and biggest brands in fishing, boating, hunting, and camping. Meet the world's top pro anglers, score giveaways, and bring the family. 200 kids at the Expo postgame show, April 18th and 19th. Get a free Shakespeare rod and reel. Don't miss it. Learn more at redcrestexpo.com.
In the Ozarks, comfort isn't seasonal, it's essential. At Patriot Heat and Air, we're here year-round, keeping families comfortable through summer heat and winter cold with expert American Standard solutions. The Patriot's about more than heating and cooling. It's about heart, hard work, dependability, and doing what's right, even when no one's watching. That's why we were honored with the Better Business Bureau's Torch Award for Ethics, because integrity matters to us, and it matters to the families we serve. Patriot quality as sure as value. Our people make the difference.
Hi, this is Jeremy Rabe with Ozarks First, and I am hosting this year's 11th annual Purple Party. Join us at this energetic 80s-themed celebration featuring great food, live music, and an evening full of fun, all in support of Harmony House's mission. Scan that QR code below and get your tickets to the 2026 Purple Party on April 17th. Ozarks First, a proud community sponsor.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Right now, get over $7,300 total value on this 2026 Chevy Silverado. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Well, taking a peek outside right now, a lot of folks out on the square right now just enjoying this unusually warm March night. 67, winds light out of the south at 5 miles per hour. Low temperatures this morning. Springfield, one of the cold spots. That's out at the airport. I think in town it was in the 50s, but out at the airport, 49 this morning. You can see down to the south in Harrison, 62 to start the day, where we ended up at 93 degrees. Yes, a record high. We ended up at 88 degrees today in Springfield. Not a record, but I think we will be setting a record high on Saturday. And this is a pattern where everything is lining up perfectly to get to temperatures. I mean, we are maxing out. We're at like top tier. This is about as hot as you can get during the month of March. We have that very, very warm air mass that continues to blow in uninterrupted out of the southwestern U.S. We also have sunny skies. And that certainly helps this time of the year. I mean, if we had clouds, we wouldn't be getting as warm as we're getting, even with that warm air blowing in. We also have low humidity, which makes it very easy for temperatures to climb during the day. It's kind of like a desert atmosphere that's in place. So it gets cool at night, but it gets hot in the afternoon. It's a quiet weather pattern too, and I'm thankful to say that. You know, when you get warmth like this time of the year, you're usually watching for the bang on the other side of it. And I don't think we have to worry about that, not locally in our area. We do find some showers on the map off to the east, that associated with a cold front that is slipping past our area. This is a swing and a miss for this cold front. That taste of summer continues to blow in and will continue to blow in through Saturday night, and Sunday morning. But there will be another cold front coming in during the afternoon on Sunday, and it arrives, I think, here along I-44 by about 4 o'clock or so in the afternoon, and then it will push south by I-44. When it arrives, not only will you notice the wind shift, you'll probably notice the winds picking up. It should get rather windy heading into Sunday evening, and it will turn cooler, but not cold. Also, off to the east along this cold front, we will find some thunderstorms, and there will be a risk of severe weather from southeast Missouri into parts of Pennsylvania Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. Locally for us, so it looks like the front will go through dry. Mostly clear overnight tonight. I think for tomorrow, we're looking at sunny skies from start to finish. It's going to be one of those days in March. A lot of folks out enjoying the warmth. Remember to put on the sunscreen. It is very, very bright. We've got clear skies on Saturday, and I think with the warmth, you're going to be like, oh, this feels good, and it's not going to be humid. Oh, it feels good outside, and then by the end of the day, you're red because you got too much sunshine. So just make sure you put on the sunscreen if you are going to be spending a lot of time outdoors. Saturday night looks a beautiful evening across the area and overnight across the area with lows only in the 60s. And then on Sunday, much of the day looks sunny, but there will be an increase in clouds during the afternoon from north to south as that cold front comes in. Looks like lows in the mid-50s, afternoon highs up around 90 tomorrow afternoon. Looking at the records, you can see it looks like every major reporting site will either tie or set a new record high on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we'll do it again with most areas tying or setting new record highs. The pattern after this weekend looking a little cooler. It's a little speed bump, though. It looks like that hot air in the southwest is going to blow right back in by Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So this is really some March madness. This will go down. This streak that we're going into the weekend with is the longest 80-degree streak since 1910 in the month of March. Also, we already experienced our warmest March high since 1929. It'll be even hotter on Saturday. Also, it will be the most 80-degree days in the month of March since 1910. It looks like we'll end the month with at least 6 80-degree days. And looking ahead to next week, you can see where those 80-degree days come from. Low 80s on Wednesday, mid to upper 80s on Thursday, and then cooler with some showers on Friday. Dan?
Coming up in sports, looking on the bright side.
It means a lot to us. I know our younger selves dreamed of being on this stage for sure.
Lady Bears struggled with the Texas Titans.
The Ozarks First Sports Report is sponsored by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks.
Start your weekend at Indigo Sky Casino. This March, Friday evenings from 6 to 10 p.m. Indulge in the thrill of winning with your chance to take home up to $10,000 in cash. All month long, we're blooming with cash. Over $1 million in total cash and Go Rewards prizes will go. Savor an unforgettable evening at Shawano Steak and Spirits, where timeless flavor meets contemporary style. Indigo Sky Casino and Resort, Highway 60 west of Seneca, Missouri. Visit IndigoSkyCasino.com for details.
When you need it built strong and built right too, call Fair and True. We're the team for you. From dream to design, from start to the end, we build it with care like we would for a friend. Honest through and through. Homes, office, or that brand new deck. We show up on time and we earn your respect. Craftsmanship solid in price, and that's fair with Fair and True Construction. We're already there.
Whoa, you don't see that every day.
Mind your business.
I mean, how did that happen?
Mind your business, Billy. That's why we have auto owners. Our agent was able to customize our policies so when the unexpected happens, we know we're covered.
Because minding your business is our business.
Now that's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-America Specialty Markets in Lee Summit, O'Fallon, and Springfield if auto owners make sense for you.
Join the fun with Jeremy Rabe, only on Unscripted.
Brady is back for the Fanatics Flag Football Classic on Fox.
LFG, let's go!
An all-star 3-team round-robin tournament led by the GOAT and Jalen Hurts versus Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow, plus Team USA football.
Saturday on Ozarks First, Fox 49.
I was in search of freedom. Sarah was in search of faith. Our lives were to become one. I am too old to bear a baby. I want you to have a child on my behalf. She was the first of the great matriarchs. Surely nothing is impossible for God.
Sunday on Ozarks First, Fox 49. The Ozarks First Sports Report is sponsored by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks.
And kicks it back outside for Beckemeyer. And that'll rattle home. You get a little bit of...
Missouri State Lady Bears got their shot at #1 this afternoon. The Texas Longhorns are the top seed in the Fort Worth region. Missouri State looking for a big-time upset in its 21st NCAA tournament victory, but Texas would set the tone from the opening tip. In our Bear Nation update, the Lady Bears never got traction in this game. Texas point guard Rory Harmon with the jumper from the free throw line. 12-0 Longhorns start out of the gate. Then Madison Booker would swish this wide open three, and it was 26-5 Longhorns, and it was going to be a long day. Cayman Beckemeyer found it hard to get baskets. She does connect from three here. And then Katie Pauley, back after that broken ankle, would hit this three from the top of the arc, but it was still 32-10 Texas. Beckemeyer's jumper here would make it 38-12. Beckemeyer finished with 14 points. End of the second quarter, Texas' Brianna Preston quick to the cup. Longhorns led by 32 points at halftime. Third quarter, Maisha Washington for the Lady Bears with a nice scoop shot here in the paint, 2 of her 11 points. And then Lainey Douglas with a basket as well. She had 11 points, 8 rebounds, but Texas was just too much and won 87-45.
Proud of the way that our kids competed. It took us a little longer than I would have liked to kind of settle in, but you have to give credit to Texas and just their physicality, their pressure, and just taking you out of what you're trying to do. It's been a great run here at the end.
It means a lot to us. I know our younger selves dreamed of being on this stage for sure. So to be able to be here and to be able to represent Missouri State and Springfield as a whole, I know means a lot to me, just being a hometown kid. But I mean, I know our team, we're really happy for each other.
In Columbia, it was the boys taking the floor at the Show Me Showdown. In Class 4, Logan Rogersville squaring off with 6-time defending champion Vashon. The Wildcats won it once. That was back in 1982. But the afternoon belonged to Rogersville. Marcus Moore dishes to his brother Titus. He makes the layup and the foul. It was 15-9 Wildcats early. Then Chase Branham splits the defense, gets the hoop. Logrod led 34-18 at the half. Third quarter, Vashon would storm back. Jimmy McKinney with the basket, and the Wolverines were within 10, but Rogersville would pull back away. First, Sutton Shook with this three to make it 49-40, and then in the fourth quarter, it's Branham, 2 of his 31 points on the day. Rogersville beats Vashon 74-60. They'll play Clayton tomorrow for the Class 4 state championship. In Class 5, Hillcrest facing MICDS in the late game in Como. All Rams in this semi. Gabe Weaver with the slam dunk in the third quarter. Rams up by 23. And the Rams would go on to win this one 62-35. Kyrie Simpson led Hillcrest in scoring with 14. The Hornets will play Raytown South for third place tomorrow. Missouri State Baseball Bears opened a weekend Conference USA Series at Hammons Field. The Bears hosting the Blue Raiders from Middle Tennessee. Bears starter Jason Schaaf would get through the first inning unscathed, but not in the second. Nathan Brewer shoots the gap in right center. Brett Rogers and Brett Von Dolen both score to make it 2-0 Raiders. A few batters later, Owen Nowak would line this to center. Nathan Brewer scores, and it was 3-0 Middle Tennessee. Mo State gets one back in the bottom half. Bryce Saramanelli would sky this pitch to shallow center. It falls in. Gabe Ressler and Jackson Beeman score to make it 3-2. But in the fifth inning, more Blue Raiders. Tyler Minnick would go deep to left, over the fence into the bullpen, 4-2. But Mo State rallied late. 2 runs in the eighth inning, and the Bears win 6-4. Tigers are playing Miami in the NCAAs in St. Louis. They're down by 9 right before halftime.
All right, very good, Dan. Thank you very much. And Jamie, looking forward to a nice weekend. We were hoping this warmth would last, and it's going to, that's for sure.
And then the question is, who's going to turn their AC on?
I already did.
I already have as well.
Confession time.
I'm not going to suffer through this heat wave this weekend.
Understandable. All right, hope you enjoy the weather. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
John Wayne's free furnace bonanza continues. Act now to save thousands. Purchase a high-efficiency air conditioner and get a furnace for free. Call now and save thousands before March 31st. Contact John Wayne Heating and Air today to take advantage of our free furnace bonanza.
Finds the open man. He puts it up. Scores!
New customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bets don't win.
Storm damage got you worried? Don't panic. Roofco Pros is serving the local community, protecting homes just like yours. And now, we're offering free roof inspection reports. From repairs to full replacements, we handle it all. We even help you navigate insurance claims with ease. When it matters most, trust the team that builds more than roofs. We build peace of mind. Visit roofcopros.com or call us today to schedule your free inspection reports.
The pain was so much that I couldn't really focus on my job.
Plantar fasciitis. I just was not a happy person.
And I saw the Good Feet store.
And then all of a sudden, I just get these arch supports.
I'm just happier. I feel happier.
It was amazing.
It's a lot easier to be nice when you're not uncomfortable. It's pretty awesome.
The arch supports are never coming out of my shoes.
Nothing worked for me until I walked into that store. It changed my life.
I don't really know if I could put a price on that.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Your home tells a story. Sometimes it needs a new chapter. Len Pro Home Repair brings integrity to every project, from carpentry, doors, windows, drywall, painting, and even flooring work. We're a family-owned team making quality repairs affordable so your house can feel like home again. Ready for a fresh start? Visit lenprohomerepair.com.
If you've been searching for an alternative to suffering with dentures, I've got a great solution for you. I'm Dr. Grant Olson, and at Innovative Dental Implant Center, an Innovative Implant Smile will give you back the smile that you love and let you eat the food you want with a premium set of natural-looking teeth screwed in on implants that doesn't come in and out. To learn more about this life-changing Innovative Implant Smile, visit innovativeimplantsmile.com or give us a call at 417-319-2509.
When you need to know, count on the Ozarks First weather team and Futurecast, certified by WeatherAid for the most accurate forecast in the Ozarks. Futurecast is sponsored by 3 Stone Homes. More home, less money.
Head to ozarksfirst.com and nominate a deserving teacher or educator
to receive prizes from Fritz's Adventure, the Golden Apple Award on Ozarks First.
Serving the Ozarks, Thursdays on Ozarks First.
Morning.
Morning.
Sleep okay?
Great. Hey, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Last night, me wanting to try that stuff out of the Kama Sutra, was that fun for you or kind of racially insensitive?
Yeah, just because you're in bed with an Indian woman, you think that gives you permission to use crazy positions from an ancient Indian love manual?
Hey, if you can find a book called Weird Sex with White Boys, I'd be okay with that.
Oh, you have such beautiful eyes. You ever thought about getting contacts?
I tried in the 7th grade. I could never get used to them.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. If I had contacts, I would have been the coolest debate club president ever to be stuffed into his own cello case.
If you had them on now, you could see what we're going to do next.
That's okay. I can infer from context.